Since the beginning of the 19th century, the Hmong have been living peaceful lives as farmers in Southeast Asia. This peace that the Hmong had known would soon be shattered around the 1960s with the beginning of the Vietnam War. In 1961, the Central Intelligence Agency came into Laos to ask the Hmong for help in the war. The man that the CIA approached and recruited was Hmong General Vang Pao. The U.S. needed Vang Pao's Hmong guerrilla army to attack the North Vietnamese Communist forces to prevent them from expanding into Laos and South Vietnam. There were three main roles that the Hmong played in this secret war that no one was supposed to know about. One of the first roles that the Hmong took up was to eliminate the Communist forces that were using the Ho Chi Minh Trail to supply the Viet Congs in South Vietnam. The second role of the Hmong was that they helped to rescue downed American pilots. There is no exact number as to how many American pilots were rescued, but many were saved by the quick action of the Hmong rescuers. The last role that the Hmong had in the war was to defend strategic military bases where important United States Air Force satellites were located. As the Vietnam War raged on for years, the U.S. came to the realization that a war against the Communists was not going to be victorious. In 1973, the U.S. began to withdraw all of its troops. U.S. soldiers now left the war behind, but tragically for the Hmong, this would be their most deadly period. The Communist regime took advantage of this opportunity because they realized that the Hmong's alliance, the Americans, was no longer able to help them. The Communists started the genocide of the Hmong. Many thousands of Hmong lives were lost in the hands of the Communists. Left with no other choice, the Hmong fled with their families into Thailand, where they could escape death. There they stayed in the refugee camps until they were given permission by the United States to come to America.